'Cause baby, it's the everything for me, for me, for me. Baby, it's the everything for me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tamia Morgan. Today's video is going to be super excited today because today we're doing a new series on the channel which is called Girl Talk. And today's topic we're going to be discussing is that girl era is the new sophisticated. Before we get into this video, let me introduce myself real quick. My name is Tamia Morgan. I am an entrepreneur. I am an influencer. I am a brand ambassador for Rainbow Shops. I'm also a content creator. I am also a college student at Southern New Hampshire University, pursuing my bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship. For today's video, we're going to be talking about that girl era. As you can see, I am transformed into that girl era. If you haven't noticed it, we're going to get into that. So let's get into today's video. So I have my notes on the side with me, so if you see me looking, because I got my notes prepared for me for today's video. So a lot of you probably question what is sophisticated. So I'm gonna give you the definition and the verb of sophisticated. Sophisticated is an adjective and it means having, revealing, or proceeding from a great deal of a worldly experience and knowledge of fashion and culture. So when I think of the word sophisticated, I think of few people that I have in mind, which is Zendaya, Marsai Martin, Lauren Harvey, and lastly, Kylie Jenner. I want to get into what I wrote in my notes about these women that is a that girl era and sophisticated. So when I mean that the that girl era is the new sophisticated, I'm not talking about, you know, age group or to wear crop tops and ripped jeans with heels, driving a Mercedes. That's got nothing to do with the word sophisticated into the that girl era. When I mean sophisticated, I'm thinking like the culture and the fashion as well when you put that in together. Let's take Zendaya for example. Zendaya, she's not only a talent actress, but she also a fashion icon and advocate social justice. So when I look at Zendaya in cover magazines, in Vogue, or runway shows, like the other day was the Met Gala, and she had this beautiful outfit everybody's talking about on social media and how she was stunning at the ball the other day. When I look at Zendaya, I look at her as a fashion icon, an actress, a multiple-time Oscar winner for a hit show, Euphoria. And when I look at Zendaya, I look at her personality as a fashion icon. The reason why Zendaya inspired me into the that girl era, because when I look at her in cover magazines and when I look at her in her interviews, I love how she talks about the fashion, how fashion embrace her who she is today in today's world. And I love how she loves using the word fashion as her niche. Like she know who her niche is into fashion, and we all know her from Disney Channel Shake It Up, because I used to watch her growing up as a little girl on Disney Channel watching Shake It Up. If you don't remember that show, she was on Shake It Up on Disney Channel growing up when I was in middle school at that time. When I look at Zendaya now as an actress, as a dancer, as a fashion icon, and also an advocate to social justice, she is a part of that era, of that girl era, because if you look at her deeply in her life, she been in so many films, she been in so many shows, she do a lot of interviews, and she also been in so many covers of Vogue magazine, which I really love. And that's why Zendaya is part of the sophisticated of that girl era. Next is Marsai Martin, who's only 16 years old, is already in film producers, and inspired to many young girls today. So when I look at Marsai Martin, I look at her as an icon. I look at her as a fashion icon, because when she be on her platforms, girlfriend be wearing pieces, you be like, where can I get this from? Can I go to Zara? Can I go to Pretty Little Days? Can I go to Fashion Nova? I look at Marsai Martin as an example of that girl era into the sophisticated. To me, when I look at her, we all know her from Blackish. We know her for so many films. She do a lot of public speaking and events. She also won an award at the BET Awards. I think it was 2017 or 2018. I'm not mistaken. If I is, correct me, please. And won her first BET Awards at the time. She also have her own brand for press-on nails. It's called Marsai by Marsai Martin. And she also is a phenomenal actress, and she inspires so many girls today. Even little girls want to be like her when they grow up. So that's why Marsai Martin was another example of sophisticated into that girl era. Next is Lauren Harvey. If you everybody know Lauren Harvey as Steve Harvey's daughter. Lauren Harvey, who has taken fashion industry by storm with her impenetrable scenes of style and uniques. When I look at Lauren Harvey, for example, I look at her as an icon and a fashion icon, because basically we all know her once again, Steve Harvey's daughter. She also owns a brand called Skin by Lori. And she's been modeling different shows. She's been modeling different pieces for different brands like Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Things. She also represents the fashion icon with so many pieces. Because if you look through her Instagram, Lauren Harvey has the best pieces that any girl like myself could put an outfit in inspo just to dress up just like Lauren Harvey. When I look at Lauren Harvey as a example, I look at her as that girl. I look at her as a fashion icon. I look at her as a businesswoman. And as she's those things, she reminds me that when you're that girl, you can level up no matter what. She always styling with amazing pieces that I've never seen before. And I will also put her Instagram right here next to me to show you guys the pieces that I love so much from her, which she be wearing for different brands as well. Lauren Harvey is the definition of sophisticated because, like I said, she is an icon in fashion and also in the culture as well as her age. And basically, like I said, sophisticated doesn't have nothing to do with age, even though these girls are, you know, in their mid-20s like myself. But at the end of the day, when I mean sophisticated, I mean of the culture, the fashion, of loving themselves to become the new sexy of sophisticated. Knowledge of fashion and the culture, how they got into the industry, what makes them a part of the industry to become a hot girl and an it girl and that girl as well. I look at Lauren Harvey, for example, when I'm on Pinterest, I use her on my Pinterest board. Every time when I get on Pinterest, I always use Lauren Harvey for some of my boards on Pinterest because, like I said, she inspires me as a fashion icon. And when I see her on my social media feeds, girlfriend just doing everything with the fashion. So that's why I love her by her as well when it comes to fashion. And lastly, like least, we have Kylie Jenner. So you know Kylie Jenner is the most billionaire family of my favorite reality show, The Kardashians. You also know her as a businesswoman. She is a teen mom to 2 kids. She also a phenomenal billionaire businesswoman. I can't make this up. She is a multi-billionaire with her brands from Kylie Skin, Kylie Cosmetics, Kylie Baby, Kylie of Swimwear, and now she just launched, I think not too long ago, she just launched called Kylie Clothing Wear, I think, if I'm not mistaken. She is a multi-global billionaire, sophisticated that girl. I put Kylie on my list because when I look at her, for example, she is an entrepreneur, is an influencer as well. She also a multiple businesswoman with all her brands that's managed by her mom, Kris Jenner. I look at her as an example. I've been following the Kardashian for years, going on a year and a half. I look at them as the sophisticated era because when Kylie, she's traveling a lot. You see her in runway shows. You see her in cover magazines and Forbes magazine. You see her in so many things. Even the other day, she was at the Met Gala with her sisters as well. So when I look at the Kardashians as the example of sophisticated as Kylie Jenner, she also a global icon when it comes to fashion and makeup. So even though a long time ago when I was in high school, when Kylie Cosmetics came out. I remember having my 3 first Kylie Cosmetics kit in my makeup bag, and I used to wear it every day to school. And I used to get so many compliments from girls like, where did you get that lip color? Where can I find it? And I said KylieCosmetics.com as well. So the reason why I chose Kylie lastly, because she is consistent evolving as a businesswoman, and like I said, a fashion icon as well. She also have lead 3 warehouse for her brands as well. If you watch the Kardashians, you see on this show when Kylie be in her office, she had meetings with her team, with the cosmetics, with the Kylie skin, with the Kylie swimwear, the Kylie baby products. Now she just launched a clothing brand which is called Kylie, I think it is. If I'm not sure, correct me. I will put her brand down in the description box below for you guys to check it out. When I look at Kylie, for example, she is another that girl era to sophisticated. Even not only with Kylie, with her sisters as well. When I look at Kim, for example, Kim is killing the game with entrepreneurship, a businesswoman, an influencer. She owns so many brands right now. I can't even count how many brands that she have right now. She got Skin by Kim. She has Skims. I know she had a Fragment at the time. Then she had a beauty product as well, like her sister Kylie. And even both of her sisters, Khloe and Kourtney, came on TV. They had a store called Dash. I remember that at the time, and then they closed it. And then that's when I think a years later, Kim came up with her own Fragment, and when her own sisters came together with their own Fragment collection together. And years later by, then you have Kourtney. She also is this woman herself. She owned these vitamins called Let Me, which a lot of girly girls been putting me on it, which I can't wait to try it. Also have Khloe, which she is a businesswoman as well. She also owned Good American for great high quality jeans. So when I look at Kylie and when I look at her sisters, for example, they are the sophisticated of that girl era, especially Kendall as well. She also owned tequila also as well. So when I look at all of them together, they are the sophisticated of that girl era. So the reason why I want to talk to you guys about why did I transform to hot girl to that girl, because I remember at the time when, even though 5 to 6 months in the new year, I did love join being a hot girl at the time. And I think it was time for me to transform into that girl. Because the reason why I transformed into that girl, because off camera, I'm taking care of my skin more, I'm loving myself more, I'm eating right, I'm working out 3-4 times a day, I'm reading self-development books. So that's why I transform into from the hot girl to that girl. So that's why my new era is that girl. The reason why I am the aesthetic of that girl, because it breaks me for who I am. I love being aesthetical. I'm the aesthetical queen, because if you go on my Pinterest, I have so many aesthetic stuff, how I want my life to be, how I want my design to be and everything. So that's why I use that girl era to be my new era, to rebrand myself who I really am when I'm off camera, even when I'm on camera as well, because I love to be aesthetic. I love to be more sophisticated within myself as that girl. Basically, that's why I know a lot of you guys probably question, what happened to being the hot girl and why you're that girl? Because like I said, I've been a hot girl for a very long time. Even during the pandemic, I love being a hot girl, but I think it was time to me to wrap up for being a hot girl. I'm still a hot girl when I'm focusing on my college, my grades, my assignments and everything. I enjoy being a hot girl, but I think it was time for me to wrap the hot girl up and just become that girl, because I think that girl has really inspired me to be who I am today. And you know, with the fashion, I love, you know, crop tops now with ripped jeans with heels. I love wearing gold accessories. I love wearing, you know, rings now and everything. I love wearing my nails as a coffin, as you can see. a Crofton style. So that's what make me as that girl, is taking care of myself, you know, reading my Bible, spend more time with the man above, you know, saying my prayers, reading my daily bread before I start my day, and also, you know, eating healthy and listen to spiritual podcasts, and, you know, reading more self-help development books, and also, you know, just taking care of myself, and, you know, trying new things in my life that I never get to explore or experience in, because like I said, was like my first time doing something that I never thought I would never do. And, you know, even my YouTube channel, I know I was a hot girl at that time because I was new to the platform, and I did promise myself that I was going to be consistent on my channel no matter what, even though if I have days off when it comes to like school and stuff. But I just love spending more time with, you know, my education and taking care of me more. And then when it comes to y'all, I have to put the work in for the content as well. Excuse me, because the sun is really got your girl looking. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry you guys couldn't see me because of the sunlight and stuff, but excuse me. But I just really enjoy being a hot girl. And now I'm just that girl. It is amazing to be that girl. Any girl in the world that's watching this video, there's nothing wrong being that girl. Because once you're that girl, you know yourself, you know your wealth. You saying affirmations every day. You reading your Bible. You saying your prayers. You reading your daily bread. You know, you have people that inspire you to become that girl. Like I say, Zendaya, Marsai Martin, Havery, Kylie Jenner. Those girls inspire me to become that girl. Like I say, it doesn't have to do with the age. It has to do with the fashion and the culture that comes in together. Basically, when I look at those girls, they are the sophisticated era to that girl as well. Sophisticated is that girl era. I've been start developing myself into this that girl era. I already know I was that girl, but it wasn't time for me to launch that era yet because I was still learning to become a hot girl at that time before I transformed myself into that girl. My advice, if you really want to become that girl, my advice to you is use Pinterest. I use Pinterest every morning when I get up. Even when I'm watching a podcast or listen to music or whatever, I use Pinterest to help me out to design the best version of my life. I just love Pinterest. And if you go on my Pinterest, you see so many boards that I'm working on right now, and so many boards that I'm adding more stuff to my board, to how I want my life to be, I even got things how I want my wedding to look like, my baby shower, my wedding reception and graduation, and how I want my brand and how I want my personal brand to look like. My Pinterest is so crazy with so many things, how I want my life to be designed, how I want my dream to be like. And it's really that simple. It's just, you know, go on Pinterest and just find something that identifies you and what makes you that girl, and why do you want to become that girl. When I was questioning myself that why I wanted to become that girl, because it was time for me to become that, because I learned myself more as that girl. I learned myself some more in other things I do off camera. So why not to transform into a new era at this moment? Even though I am a hot girl when it comes to my schoolwork, when it comes to editing my content, yeah, I'm a hot girl. But when I'm that girl, I'm very, very serious when it comes to being consistent and, you know, getting my content schedule on time. So always question yourself why you want to become that girl. Then ask yourself this is who you really want to become. Don't just become that girl and think that who you really are, but you don't. Because I see a lot of girls say they that girl, but they don't know who they want to be at the end of the day. So always take some time off looking through your Pinterest board, or even question yourself. Write some things down. Journaling is another part of being that girl. I've been doing a lot of journaling lately in the past, and it helps me to express my emotion, express my feelings, how I feel. And you know, just question yourself, why do you want to become that girl? Are you ready to become that girl? Are you ready to be the new sophisticated in the that girl era? So, you know, question yourself that, and you know, ask yourself that if this is who you really wants to become in this era of that girl. I hope you guys today enjoyed today's video. I know today's video has been short and stuff, but I just want to come on here to talk to my girls a little quick about, you know, that girl era is the new sophisticated. And you know, I always want to talk about this topic for myself to transform as that girl has been a beginning. I can't wait to see how this era is going to bring out so much of me when it comes to my platforms and also within my inner self as well when it comes to the culture and the fashion as well. Hope you guys today enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe if you want to see more girl talk on the channel. And also don't forget to follow your girl on Instagram at Tamia Morgan _ and on TikTok as well, same username at Tamia Morgan _ as well. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful day, and I will see my girlies with a next video.